Good morning, everyone. So today is lesson 13. Can you guys believe that? Lesson 13 on a Friday. I hope that's lucky 13. We're going to be doing more of the same of the Qigong exercises. Remember, Qigong is breath work and stretching, and the form is Tai Chi is a moving meditation. And I know I repeat a lot of the same things over and over again, but I do that for a reason. Just to remind you guys, of what the basics are of Tai Chi. And also to remind you that this is for instructional purposes only. I am not a Sifu nor a Tai Chi master. I'm just a Tai Chi player that's passionate and would like to share some of these techniques with you. So welcome this morning. We will continue with Mondays and Fridays until further notice. I actually did 45 minutes of Qigong exercises yesterday, so I am like really sore today. So, and that's exactly what I mean about the more that we do it and practice, if we want more of a challenge, we can do it for longer. Just do the Qigong exercises, all the ones that I've taught you so far. You can incorporate them all in one session. So welcome. I'm glad to hear some people are coming on. So we'll start with the Qigong exercises. And just standing, remember, shoulder width apart. Let's just get that blood flowing through us. Get your chi flowing, blood flow going. And let's see what today brings. And let's see who comes on. Aristotle, I hope you're on. I always look forward to saying hi to you. I know you're my faithful viewer. Now you can walk in place. And remember, you can always raise your legs as high as you want to make it more challenging or not, whatever you feel like today. Also remember that the slower you do it, the more it calms you down. And if you need a little bit more energy, you can do them a little bit faster too, okay? So if you do them in the morning, they give you lots of energy. And if you do it in the evening, you can slow it down. And it'll calm you down before you go to sleep. So remember, there's a yin yang to everything, to every posture, everything we do is a yin yang. And it's really neat when you start synchronizing with it, because God, it's like miraculous. I have things that happen to me that I'm going like, wow, I'm so in tuned. Hello, welcome. So glad you guys could join me today from all over the world. It just makes me so excited to be in touch with you guys, especially right now that we can't go out and do our regular routines. And remember to always come back to your center, always come back to your center. Exhale, inhale as you're coming back, exhale. And just start feeling that chi. And remember that once you get your chi flowing, is that from Canada? Hello. You can start moving it to where you want it to go. I wonder how many of you tried that. Remember, where the mind goes, the chi flows. So when you've got your chi flowing, you can start sending it to certain parts of your body for healing and just for well-being and energy. If you feel any stagnation anywhere, after you do the Qigong exercises, send that energy to those areas that you feel stagnant. Feel my chi flowing. You can stand, and if you want to stand like at a wider horse stance to do some of these, do that without hurting yourself. You can. You know, like I said, I did 45 minutes of Qigong yesterday, so my hips are really sore. I didn't realize I wasn't getting enough, you know, exercise in my hips. So let's do opening up the chest cavities. Get a nice big stretch right there. Feel the chi. Exhale. Inhale. Open the chest. And when you guys get really good at this, start visualizing the chi flowing up your spine. I think you guys can see me better right here. Get your neck to really rotate. Rotation is between C1 and C2. Like you're shooting an arrow. This is another one to help open up your chest cavity and your rib cage. Aristotle, I think you're late. And smile within helps you really calm down your nervous system. So let's do some nice gentle just turning, twist, and let your hands flow freely and slightly touch your low back. It stimulates your Mingmen meridian, your Mingmen point, I'm sorry. Now you can lean into it. Let's open up a little bit of a wider horse stance and lean into it a little bit as we turn. Like I said, you can make these as complicated or as simple as possible, whatever works for you right now. You know, yesterday that I did an hour and a half of Qigong exercises, I didn't even notice it was that long. It just didn't even seem like it was that long until I realized it'd been an hour and a half, and it's like, whoa, I really felt it, mainly in my hips. So I guess I don't work that area enough, and you know, so it'll tell you, like I said, the form when you do the Qigong exercises, it'll tell you maybe where some of your weaknesses are and that you need to, you know, to work on. So let's get that, and then lean back, forward, exhale, Inhale, like you're throwing a ball underhand. Leaning forward, back, and smile within. Switch. Oh, I really felt that one. Let's do connecting heaven and earth. Feel like palm should be facing forward right as you're crossing here in the middle. And this is actually like a brush knee. And have your spine open up a little bit, you know. Flex your knees. And stretch. Let's do some thymus thumping. Really important to stimulate the T cells in your thymus. It builds up your immune system. So we can do that a little bit. Stick out your tongue too. Sticking out your tongue is actually opposing yoga. And it's very good for you. Because it stimulates also the thymus gland and your thyroid. Okay, let's do the stimulation of the spleen meridian. Let's stimulate the meridians in our hand. We have the lung meridian, and then the large intestine, triple warmer, small intestine, and heart. So we can stimulate them by, you know, tapping our hands gently. Then interlace your fingers. This will also stimulate them. Then our thumbs, our lung and large intestine meridian. All the way up. Remember the outer part is the yang. The inside, turn your palm up, and that's your yin. This is supine. Like you're holding the soup. I always teach that to my students. Okay, switch to the other side. The yang is the outer. Now turn the palm up. All the way up to your trapezius, your lung, your chest. your abdomen. We hadn't done this one in a while, and I actually like this one a lot. Your buttocks, your low back, your kidneys gently. Tap the part of your kidneys gently. It stimulates it and go down to your hips, your glutes. Now let's do one leg all the way down. Let's rub our fingers through our hair. All 10 fingers really stimulates the conception meridian and the governing meridian and all the meridians on our fingers also. So this is really good for us to activate or wake up our body. That feels really good. Now take all that chi and just breathe it in. Do some dantian breathing. Remember, dantian is 2 to 3 inches below your navel and 2 to 3 inches inside. So visualize that. You know, it's like you want to push your chi down to the dantian, because that's where the force, like when you're fighting in martial arts, that's where the force comes from your center, from your core. So when when it's time to be yang, you can come from here. And this is like a ball of chi that you have in the middle of your abdomen. It's like your bank account, your plus bank account. This is where you want to reserve it. So this is why breathing is so important. And that's why Qigong exercises are called breath work. Because, there's different types of breathing. The dantian breathing is you feel your belly moving in and out. Okay, so let's try this. Right hand on the top. So when you inhale, you feel your belly expanding. And then when you exhale, you feel your belly contracting and pushing against your back. So when you exhale, imagine your chi, like you're pushing your chi up your spine. Okay, so let's do that a couple of times, 2 to 3 times. So inhale. And push it all the way back and over your spine up, and then exhale. The diaphragm is the main muscle of respiration, and it's dome shaped, and it's like right around here, around the rib cage. So it pushes up, it pushes to create pressure in the lungs for you to be able to exhale, because the atmospheric pressure is higher than what's in your lungs. So that's how oxygen gets in through your nostrils, because the atmosphere is pushing the pressure. It's higher, so it pushes the oxygen in. And when you exhale, the pressure comes from the diaphragm. It pushes the lungs up and creates more pressure. So then the pressure in your lungs is higher than the one in the atmosphere, and that's how you're able to exhale. So inhaling is from the atmosphere pushing the pressure in and the oxygen in, and when you exhale is the diaphragm causing the pressure higher in your lungs so it can exhale. So I tell you, there's nothing more miraculous than the body. So anyway, okay, let's start with the form. Our salute. Namaste. And this one, remember, is called Gather Celestial Energy. You drop the shoulders, the elbows, never have any straight, jagged edges. You form a nice little tight circle here. And this one here is called Playing the Guitar. You come back like you're holding the energy here. This one is called Fair Lady Weaving. This one here is a brush knee. This move here is a brush knee. This one's here called a cat stance, and I usually don't give you the names because I don't want you guys to focus on that. That's not what's important. Unless you're OCD. I think this is as far as we went the last time. So I do try to, just to show you. Let me see. I haven't seen a lot of people be on, but I want to show you like some of the postures, break them up, because remember I told you that you can do some of these postures just by themselves. You can meditate. Just make sure that your elbows are not sticking out like this, that your shoulders are dropped. Tuck in your tailbone in, breathe to the dantian, tuck in your chin slightly, and have the breath, going down your dantian, and maybe now you can start imagining pushing it up your spine, all the way around. And we're creating circles inside, outside, medial, lateral. So Tai Chi is about circular motion. And if you look at the sun and the moon and the cells, and most of the cells are circular. So there's power in a circle. So that's one of the things that we're trying to recreate is circles. So let's do the form again. So you're standing, just feet slightly apart. Down to your sides. Step out with a left. Come back. Make a circle here. You gather celestial energy. Exhale. Drop the shoulders. Sink a little bit. And as you're sinking, but your hands are a little bit coming up right here to make a nice circle. Then you step out with your right foot, just slightly. Come back. Exhale. Inhale. Oh, and another thing I want to talk to you guys about is when you're pushing, you don't go straight. You always kind of try to come back here to the middle, even if you don't step on the floor. It's like if you're pushing here and you come back, you lift your foot and bring it, and then you step out. Always come back, to the middle, to your center. And I know you guys by now should start figuring out, like, where's your weight being distributed? Is it more distributed on the right, on the left? And let everything flow. Drop the shoulders, step out at the same time. You should end here. Tuck it in the tailbone right here again at the same time with right hand in front. Putting all your weight on the right, you come back to the center. See, I didn't go from here to here. I went, from here, you come back to the center and then lift the leg up like the Karate Kid. And this is turning the tiger's head. You step back. Brush knee again. Cat stance. You slide the foot back on this one here, and then you bend at the waist. See, and right here you're in an awkward position. So you're stopping right here. You put your right foot. Then as soon as you put your right foot, you start pivoting on that heel with the left, and you're moving your hands here up at the same time, like a strike. And then you go back down into a cat stance. Remember, your hips and shoulders are always facing together. And you come here, lift, lift, and then strike. Slowly, 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 slowly. I should be landing at the same time, but my legs are so shaky today. Here, this is protecting your axillary nerve and your axillary artery. And again, you're leaning a little bit, 45-degree angle, and looking at your right hand. I think that's as far as we've gotten. So let's do that again. This time I won't talk, and then I'll turn around so that you can see me from the back, because I know it's a little bit easier when I do that. So let's do it one more time this way, and then I'll turn around. I'm going to go ahead and turn around. You're actually stimulating and your right and left brain, because when you're observing in a mirror image, it's a little more difficult. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you guys are being challenged. I know my seafood would do that. He would stand and show us this way, and then he would turn around also, so we could follow. So you're stimulating a lot of your nervous system to create new axons, and that's very good. So let me turn around, and I can't believe time flies. We've stimulated our meridians and our feet and reflexes for more than 20 minutes, so thank you for that. Keep going, sorry. Anyway, it's been fun. This time it really went by really fast. Well, it always goes by fast. I will see you guys on Monday at 10, same time, same place. And practice now, sending some of your chi, even if it's just mind intent, even if you don't feel it yet. After you do some of these exercises and you're feeling like you've got some chi flowing, remember, where the mind goes, the chi flows. And also, another thing I want you guys to practice is sending now the chi up your spine. When you inhale and exhale, you breathe into your dantian, and as you push it, and as your belly's going in, try using that force also to send the chi up your spine. I know every weekend I give you guys homework. Last week I think it was to observe animals and how they move and how they step and different things. I know I throw a lot of things at you guys, but that's important too, to keep your mind stimulated. There's a lot more to Tai Chi than meets the eye. It's a lifelong process. That's why when people say, oh, in 10 years or 15 years or in 5 years, no, it's a life term process, that you continue to learn. So thank you. Somebody saying hi. I want to take the time to say hi. Kathy. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Very peaceful. Yes. Thank you for joining. It's really been wonderful. It went by so fast. So I will see you guys on Monday. Please keep practicing. And remember, you can just pick. I've showed you more than probably 30 Qigong exercises by now. So go back and review some of them and just pick the ones you like and do them over and over again. And I'm going to ask you guys, if you haven't subscribed, if you please can subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. Right now, this is how I'm doing everything I can to give back, to everybody and to be here for everybody that, wants to tune in. So I just ask if you can support me too by subscribing and following me on Instagram. So anyway, oh, somebody else is saying hi. Jonathan, super massage practice. Yes, yes, I use all of this Tai Chi in my private practice too. So eventually, I want to maybe show you guys more techniques that you can apply to your practice. So anyway, until the next time, see you Monday. Create a great weekend, guys.